Why are kingdom builders rising so fast right now? Why are certain voices, vessels, and visionaries being elevated in the spirit in 2025 like never before? Because I, the Lord Jesus, have declared it. This isn't the work of trends or timing. It is the release of prophecy. I am positioning those who were hidden. I am accelerating those who stayed faithful. And I am crowning those who were crushed in the dark, but never compromised their yes. My kingdom is advancing, and I am not choosing the polished until I'm choosing the pure. This is not a season to scroll casually. Stay. Linger. Let this word pour deep into your spirit. Don't miss what I'm saying now, because this blueprint is not just information. It is impartation. A divine deposit that will shift the way you see yourself, your assignment, and your harvest. Make room. I am about to speak directly into your calling. You, my child, have not been forgotten. You were forged in the fire for such a time as this. You watched others go ahead. You watched lesser things succeed, and you wondered if you missed it. But I say to you, you didn't miss the timing. You were being prepared to carry a movement, not just a message. What others built quickly, I am now establishing through you deeply. You are a kingdom builder, not by title, but by temperament. Say it aloud. I am chosen. I am trusted. I am rising. This rise is not natural. It's spiritual. And when I lift someone, no man can push them down. You will rise in spaces you were once rejected from. You will build in territories that once blocked you. I have given you not just favor, but authority. I'm releasing blueprints, holy ones, strategic downloads that solve real problems and unlock spiritual doors. What others miss in 2025, you will carry with ease. Because you stayed close to my voice. Psalm 75, 6-7 is your anchor. Promotion comes neither from the east nor from the west. But God is the judge. He puts down one and exalts another. I am exalting kingdom builders now. Those who will not bow to the algorithm of man, but who stand in the alignment of my word. Support our ministry with super thanks of $111 to support the ministry. This word has been labored in, fasted through, and stewarded with tears and praise by those I've called to carry my voice to this generation. If you feel the oil, the clarity, the conviction in this message, then sow into the altar that's igniting your spirit. Help us keep building. Help us keep proclaiming. Like this message now, if you feel your spirit leaping. I did not anoint you to blend in. I did not call you to sit in the background. You were born for this era of collision, where technology meets testimony, where prophetic voices rise in public spaces, where the marketplace is flooded with mantle carriers. Yes, I'm raising kingdom builders in 2025 because this world is desperate for divine solutions wrapped in strategy, excellence, and truth. Genesis 41:38-40 will follow you. Can we find anyone like this man, one in whom is the Spirit of God? That's what Pharaoh said of Joseph. And that's what executives, partners, communities, and nations will say of you. They will see something in you they can't define, because it's not you. It's me. And they will give you access, favor, and keys, because they see what I planted long ago. Let it echo now. The Spirit of God is in me. That's why I rise. I'm opening doors that require character, not charisma. And your character has been tested. You passed exams no one saw. You walked through rooms that tried to crush you. You built when no one bought. You prayed when no one clapped. You showed up when there was no spotlight. And that is why I'm lifting you now. In 2025, I'm accelerating those who are rooted, not flashy, not loud, but deeply faithful. Builders who will not compromise the foundation to gain quick attention. Builders who know the cost of oil. Builders who understand that overflow without obedience is dangerous. You have obeyed. And now comes overflow. Let this be your declaration. I'm not chasing platforms, I'm carrying purpose. This rise is not for your name to be praised, it is for my name to be known. I'm sending you into new arenas: media, business, education, tech, family systems. I am placing mantled voices in policy rooms and podcast studios. You will bring my presence into places where darkness thought it could dominate. You are not entering as an imposter. You're entering as an ambassador. My voice is upon your voice. Isaiah 61:3 commands your spirit. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Nations will come to your light. Yes, nations, not just followers, not just clients. Nations, people, groups, generational cycles, cultural gates. You are being called to release kingdom clarity into systems that have gone blind. You are my reformer. Say it with fire. I shine for the glory of the Lord. Like this message now, if you know this is not a coincidence. You were brought to this word for confirmation. I am marking you for deployment. This is not the hour of sitting still. This is the hour of holy movement. Go back to the last instruction I gave you. Pick up what you dropped. Start again. Launch again. Preach again. Write again. Build again. I am in it this time. I am breathing on it now. Do you feel it now? The stirring in your spirit isn't emotional hype. It is holy confirmation. I have marked you for movement. You are not a spectator to revival. You are a vessel of it. And kingdom builders don't wait for ideal conditions, they build in the middle of the storm. They build with the bricks others threw. They build because they know I am the chief cornerstone. There is a sound coming from you that hell cannot silence. A roar wrapped in gentleness. A whisper filled with thunder. I have put my words in your mouth. Not just words of hope, but words of blueprints. Words that carry weight. Words that set captives free. Words that rearrange atmospheres. In 2025, I will make your voice a key that unlocks what generational silence could not. Let this resonate. My words are not empty. My words carry glory. You've been through the pruning and now comes the producing. Don't despise the process I took you through. The lonely years, the dry seasons, the years of waiting, sowing, hoping, and being misunderstood. Those were not wasted. I used them to purify your motives. I burned away ambition. I refined your vision. And now, what comes out of you will not be polluted. It will be pure oil. Psalm 66:10-12 is your witness. For you, God, tested us. You refined us like silver. We went through fire and water, but you brought us to a place of abundance. The abundance I'm leading you into isn't just financial. It's functional. It's spiritual. It's legacy producing. You will have enough to fund your call and fuel others' dreams too. Say it boldly. I am walking into abundance without compromise. This is the year of divine distinction. I am separating those who pretended from those who persevered. I am revealing who carried power and who performed for applause. I will make it undeniable. Your name will be whispered in rooms where my spirit dwells, not because you marketed your way in, but because you ministered your way there in private. Do not compare your rise to anyone else's. What I'm doing with you is not recycled. It's not secondhand. It's not borrowed. It is new. It is fresh. It is unprecedented. Stop scrolling through their feed for confirmation. Come back to my feet for clarity. Your vision does not need validation. It needs obedience. Isaiah 43:19 is already active. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Yes, it is springing up. Even now. The partnerships you need, the wisdom you prayed for, the divine collaborations that heaven pre-approved. They are not delayed. They are developing. And I am setting them into place because you stayed in position. Let your soul declare, I don't chase influence, I carry impact. You will be asked, how did you rise so fast? And you will answer with tears, because I bowed low. You bowed in prayer. You bowed in secret. You bowed when ego tried to rise. And because of your bowing, I am lifting you. And this time, you will not lose what I give you. You are ready to steward it. The time of confusion is over. I'm giving you divine clarity. Watch how the fog lifts. Watch how the stress breaks. Watch how the solutions come. You will wake up with answers. You will receive visions in the night. You will feel my nudge in board meetings and back-end dashboards. I am not distant. I am deeply involved. Let this be etched in your heart. Jesus is my CEO. Jesus is my strategist. Jesus is my builder. There is coming a holy boldness on your voice. You will no longer second-guess what I tell you to release. You will not delay prophetic instructions. You will not shrink to make others feel comfortable. You were called to challenge systems, to flip tables, to disrupt darkness, to carry revival into revenue streams. Don't water it down. Don't mute the fire. Like this video if you know you are one of the kingdom builders. Don't just watch. Engage. When you act on a word, you accelerate it. When you honor the voice of God, you unlock even more revelation. Let your agreement be loud. Let your faith be bold. This isn't just content. This is a commission. And hear me, beloved. The people you are called to are waiting. Your assignment isn't just about your own breakthrough. There are people in boardrooms, on buses, in barbershops, in broken places waiting for the sound you carry. Their freedom is tied to your obedience. Their clarity is waiting on your launch. This is the season of holy accountability. I'm holding you to your call. No more delay. No more excuses. No more rehearsing your fears. Rise now. Write the vision. Release the course. Start the mentorship. Build the house. Launch the podcast. Send the proposal. I am with you. I will breathe on it. Proverbs 21:31 anchors this push. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord. Do your part, but know that I bring the victory. I send the wind. I blow the doors open and I silence every tongue that tries to question what I have already ordained. Say it strong. Victory belongs to the Lord, and I build with His strength. You are not who you were at the start of this word. Something has shifted in your spirit. You feel it. You know it. You are becoming. The dry season has ended. The silent season has lifted. The spotlight is not your reward. Obedience is. And because you've said yes, You've stepped into overflow. I know how long you've waited. I saw the nights where you asked, Lord, did I miss my window? I was right there when you said, if this isn't you, close the door. And I heard every silent prayer you didn't even have words to form. Nothing has been lost. Nothing has been wasted. I've collected every sacrifice like incense before my throne. And now, I am moving. This isn't the fruit of coincidence, it's the result of covenant. What you're about to walk in was promised before you were born. I spoke it over you in the secret places of heaven before you breathed your first breath. You were not made for survival. You were made for strategic dominion. Your rise is written. Your name has been engraved in the pages of purpose. No hand of man can erase it. Let your spirit say, I was born for such a time as this. Kingdom builders don't just construct businesses. They establish strongholds of faith. They don't just scale projects. They steward people. They don't just operate in profit. They overflow in prophetic power. What makes you different isn't your brand, it's your burden. You carry the burden to bring heaven into earthly systems. And that's why I'm multiplying your steps. Psalm 37:23 confirms it. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. I'm not just ordering steps, I'm delighting in yours. Because when I told you to go left, you obeyed. When I asked you to wait, you trusted. And now, I am accelerating you because your movements have mirrored heaven. Watch this closely now. I am connecting the dots in real time. The mentor you prayed for, I'm sending them. The investor you believed for, I'm aligning them. The team you asked me to build around you, they are already feeling the pull toward your vision. Why? Because you didn't manufacture this calling. You received it from me. Declare it loudly. My help is not coming. It's already here. The very places that resisted you will now request you. The tables that ignored you will now require your voice. The rooms that felt too far will now feel like divine appointments. I am orchestrating what man said couldn't be done. I am making a way where others paved walls. You will not have to kick down doors. You will walk through the ones I open, and no one will shut them. Revelation 3:8 is being fulfilled in you. See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. This isn't about luck or timing. This is divine positioning. Your gifts, your grace, your anointing. I have fine-tuned them for maximum impact. And I will not let the enemy steal what I have ordained. Feel this deep. Jesus holds the door. No man can shut it. The blessing you're walking into is not for flaunting. It's for funding. It's for fueling movements. It's for equipping the hungry. I'm not making you visible for vanity. I'm making you visible for victory. Because what I do through you will trigger healing in others. You are a chain breaker, a wall breaker, a gate lifter, a voice for the voiceless. And your obedience is louder than your platform. I didn't call you to be perfect, I called you to be pure. And purity attracts power. Your hands are clean. Your motives are sanctified. Your desire is not for fame, but for fruit. And that's why the harvest will be multiplied. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to force anything. Let me be the one who brings the rain. You just keep planting with prayer. Galatians 6:9 echoes here. Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap, if we faint not. This is your due season. You have not fainted. You didn't quit. And now, your hands will touch what your heart has carried for years. You will hold the very thing you used to only pray about. Say it again and again, this is my due season. Like this message with boldness. Let heaven see your faith alive. Let your agreement be loud. Don't spectate. Participate. When the fire is this strong, step in. There is something about acting on the word that unlocks even more. And don't just like it. Let others see the light. You are not doing this alone. You are not building from scratch. You are building from sacred blueprints. Blueprints I gave your ancestors. Blueprints that skipped generations to land in you. Blueprints born from intercession. Born from covenant. Born from my voice. You didn't start this. I did. And I will finish it with glory. Philippians 1:6 is your fuel. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. I began it. I'm carrying it. And I will complete it. Don't fear the middle. Don't fear the unknowns. Don't fear the scaling. I've been in it from the start. I have not only given you a mission, I've assigned you a mantle. This mantle is not just to lead in the natural. It is to disrupt in the spirit. You carry a breaker's anointing. You don't just step into places. You shift them. You don't just serve. You sanctify the space. Wherever your feet touch in 2025, there will be measurable transformation. Because you don't walk in with ego. You walk in with my essence. People will begin to ask, why does it feel different when you're here? And you will tell them, because Jesus is here. I am branding you with my presence. I'm making your name known, not for self-glory, but so my glory can have greater reach. Do not hide what I've put in you. Humility is not invisibility. Humility is being fully yielded even when visibility increases. Let this be shouted in your soul. My light is not for applause. It's for alignment. The elevation I bring doesn't come with burnout, it comes with blessing. Yes, you've been afraid of success, afraid of losing yourself. But I assure you, if you keep yourself in me, you will not be consumed. I don't just elevate for fame. I elevate for function. And you're about to function at a level that scares hell. Ephesians 3:20 is in full manifestation for kingdom builders now. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. Not outside of you, in you. The overflow is not coming from out there. It's bubbling from within. I put my spirit in you. I put my mind in you. I put my fire in you. And I've stirred it to full flame. Let this settle in you exceedingly abundantly above. In this rise you must stay rooted. Guard your altar. Protect your mornings. Keep your ear close to my chest. You cannot afford to drift. The speed of this next season requires deep stillness in my presence. I will speak to you not just in sermons, but in spreadsheets. Not just in worship songs, but in blueprints, in ideas, in analytics, in business models. I will be your silent business partner. Call it loud in your spirit. Jesus is my strategist. This is not just about money, it's about mandate. I'm calling you to finance the freedom of others, to build wells where others are thirsty, to restore dignity to those robbed by cycles. That's why I must prosper you, not to increase pride, but to establish covenant. I said it in Deuteronomy 8:18. It is he who gives you the power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant. Yes, power to get wealth is not a worldly phrase, it's a kingdom principle, and I'm giving you that power, legally, ethically, supernaturally. I'm putting it in your hands because you won't hoard it. You'll host it. You'll distribute it. You'll pour it back into the land of the living. Say it boldly. I build for covenant, not clout. As you move, remember this. Speed does not equal success. Stay in my timing. I don't want you just moving fast. I want you moving accurately. Some doors will look like blessings but are really distractions. That's why you need discernment. And I am sharpening yours now. You will see motives and smiles. You will hear agendas in silence. You will sense spirits behind strategies. Ask for it daily. Lord, give me divine discernment. Like this message now if it's bearing witness. Let me see your faith in motion. Don't be silent when your spirit is shaking with confirmation. Let your click be a declaration. Jesus, I receive this blueprint. Engage boldly. The oil is moving, and engagement is part of your agreement. You are being handed the keys to doors others couldn't unlock, because you didn't just want access, you wanted alignment. You cried for my will more than your way, and that's what pleases me. That's why I can trust you with platforms, properties, and prophetic plans. This trust didn't come cheaply. It came through tears, through closed doors, through laying down what you loved, through walking away from crowds who didn't understand your calling. But all of it was worth it. Because what's coming next will not just blow your mind, it will bless generations after you. Let your soul repeat this truth. What I'm building is generational. And still I'm not done. There's another level of glory you haven't seen yet. I'm about to reveal a dimension of my provision and precision that will leave you undone. Stay close. Keep pressing. Don't let up. Don't look back. The kingdom needs what you carry. The nations are waiting. You didn't just survive the last season, you were being sculpted in it. Sculpted by pressure, molded by fire, refined by time. What felt like delay was divine detailing. What looked like rejection was redirection. Every no I allowed was saving you for a greater yes. Every door I shut preserved your oil. And now, as 2025 unfolds, you're no longer waiting for alignment. You are walking in it. Your name is being mentioned by mouths you've never known. Not because of your influence, but because of my instruction. I've whispered your name in boardrooms, across inboxes, in prayer rooms, and divine dreams. I've lined up favor that only fits you. Your kingdom assignment is too specific to be duplicated. That's why you don't need to compete. Just carry. Let your spirit cry out, I don't compete, I carry what God called me to. You are not too late. In fact, you're right on time for what's next. I'm accelerating the builders. I'm crowning the consecrated. I'm launching the laid down ones. The ones who chose the secret place over spotlight. The ones who said yes without needing applause. These are my kingdom partners, and you are among them. Hebrews 12:28 anchors this word. Therefore, since we are receiving a kingdom that cannot be shaken, let us be thankful, and so worship God acceptably with reverence and awe. The kingdom you're building on is unshakable. So don't tremble when the economy shifts. Don't panic when the systems quake. Your roots are not in stock markets, they are in my word. Say this aloud with fire. My source is Jesus, not the system. I will keep you. I will shield you. I will fund you. You will not be begging for clients, ideas, or doors. You will not be scraping for survival. You will be flooded with divine opportunities that fit your anointing. Not everything will be for you, but what is yours will not pass you by. And now, beloved builder, pause and hear this from heaven. If this message is speaking to the depths of your spirit, and you feel the movement of glory in your soul, I invite you to partner with what I'm building through this ministry. Yes, support our ministry with super thanks of $111 to support the ministry. Not as charity, but as covenant. This oil doesn't flow without faith, obedience, and the hands of many. When you sow, you don't just honor the word, you empower the reach. If you feel stirred, like this video, sow a seed and help us continue raising kingdom builders across nations. This is about legacy, not likes. You will not remember 2025 for who liked your content. You will remember it as the year you built what heaven assigned. The blueprint is still unfolding, and every act of obedience adds another page. Stay in motion, stay yielded, stay open. I'm not done speaking. You've said yes to the word. Now say yes to the work. Because building is not a one-time event, it is a lifestyle of alignment. You must wake up daily and say, Lord, order my steps. Give me eyes to see and ears to discern. And I will answer. I will speak to you in uncommon ways. Through whispers, through strategy sessions, through strangers confirming my word. You will not miss me. I'm walking with you now more closely than ever. Let this be your decree. I live by divine downloads. And what I download, I expect you to develop. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just move on the next instruction. Just build the next beam. Just write the next line. I'll meet you in the movement. Faith without works is dead, but your faith is alive, and it's creating space for heaven to pour. Your labor will not be in vain. The late nights, the silent sacrifices, the slow seasons where you still sowed. I saw it all, and now I'm turning what was private into public glory. Not for you, but through you. My glory will rest on your brand, on your books, on your coaching, on your content, because you refuse to separate excellence from obedience. Matthew 25:23 rejoices over you. Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Yes, I am enlarging your territory, because you proved you wouldn't idolize the small. You praised me when it was just 10 views. You posted the vision when no one affirmed it. You wept and worshipped with no stage. That's why I can trust you with scale. You are not here by accident. You didn't just stumble into this message. You were led by the Spirit. I've been calling you in the silence. I've been tapping your shoulder in the middle of restless nights. You've been waking up and wondering, why do I feel so stirred? Because the sound of destiny is louder now. The frequency of heaven is tuned to your name, and you are responding. 2025 isn't just another year. It's the revealing. The revealing of the builders I've hidden. Those who weren't chasing platforms but purpose. Those who didn't fit the trends but carried the truth. You, beloved, are one of those. You are a carrier of fire, a reformer with strategy, a kingdom builder with blueprint and breath. Say it now. I am chosen for the revealing. You no longer need permission. You no longer wait for man's affirmation. You have heaven's authorization. I've stamped your spirit. I've signed your season. The shift is already in motion. The move is already occurring. This is not your imagination. This is manifestation. Romans 8:19 shouts your confirmation. For the creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. You are not hidden anymore. You are being revealed not for vanity, but for victory. Victory over poverty. Victory over fear. Victory over silence. You carry the answer to what others are still praying for, and I will release you into the spaces where that answer is needed most. Be bold. I'm not waiting for exposure, I'm stepping into assignment. There's a reason I let some things break so you could build with new bricks, so you would never rely on what was broken to build what is blessed. I removed the scaffolding. I stripped false support systems, not to punish you, but to purify the foundation. Because what I'm building through you must last. It must survive storms. It must bless generations. Look again at the pattern in Genesis. I formed Adam before I filled Eden. Formation always precedes overflow. And now that you've been formed, I'm ready to fill. You are not in limbo. You are in divine readiness. I'm sending clients, contracts, clarity, and creativity because you're finally positioned. Not just physically, but spiritually. You stopped idolizing outcomes, and now I can trust you with them. Speak this over yourself: I am filled after formation. And you won't just build for today, you'll blueprint for tomorrow. You'll write what becomes someone else's way of escape. You'll structure what unlocks another family's restoration. Your ideas will turn into movements. Your burden will become a blessing. What you saw in visions will become visible. Let me say this clearly. You are not small. Your platform might seem small. Your followers might be few. But your oil is heavy. Your call is weighty. Your obedience is loud. And I don't measure impact the way man does. I measure it by alignment. And you right now are aligned. Mark 4:30-32 paints it beautifully. What shall we say the kingdom of God is like? It is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all seeds. Yet when planted, it grows and becomes the largest of all garden plants. You've planted. You've watered. And now, I give the increase. It's happening. Not someday. Not next year. Now say it strong. I am growing because I've planted in obedience. I am bringing speed with stability. You won't rise fast and fall hard. You'll rise firm and rooted. Your fruit will be undeniable. Your foundation unshakable. Because you didn't skip the hidden season. You embraced it. You cried through it. You clung to me when no one else saw. And now, the reward is public, but the strength remains private. Keep protecting your private altar. Your secret place is your power plant. It's where blueprints are downloaded. It's where distractions are burned off. Don't trade it for busy schedules or social noise. Protect your first hour. Guard your last thoughts. Keep my word open and your heart soft. That's where the fire stays lit. Say it loud in your space. My power comes from my prayer life. Like this message now, if the Spirit is stirring something deep in you, let it be an act of honor, an act of agreement. Heaven is watching how you respond to what you receive. And when you agree with the word, you speed up the wind. You make room for more downloads, more divine collisions, more prophetic encounters. This is your time, this is your turn. You are not too old, you are not too late. You haven't missed it. In fact, you're right where I want you. Ready, yielded, on fire, unshakable. And the heavens are celebrating that you didn't quit when quitting looked easier. Because of that, I'm placing more into your hands. The next doors won't just open. They'll be unlocked before you knock. There's a reason I've been stirring your spirit so relentlessly. The world is shifting, and I am raising up voices who won't echo the noise, but release my clarity. You are not just a content creator. You are a kingdom communicator. You're not simply a strategist, you are my sent one. I've placed a trumpet in your mouth. And what you release won't be ordinary. It will be oracles. You've wondered why the usual paths didn't work for you. Why what grew others didn't seem to work the same for you. Because I set you apart for a different kind of reach. I reserved you for impact that goes beyond the algorithm. You will reach those who are invisible to the metrics but precious to me. Declare it boldly. I reach the ones heaven is after. I have placed you in this generation not to blend in but to break cycles. What others tolerated in their bloodlines, I'm calling you to terminate. You won't pass on what once passed through. You won't echo dysfunction. You will echo deliverance. I've anointed your hands to build businesses, but also to break generational burdens. There is a reason the warfare increased when you began planning seriously. Hell doesn't fight what's irrelevant, but what you are carrying is a threat. Your clarity is dangerous. Your execution terrifies darkness. Your yes is shaking regions. You have no idea how many chains have already broken, just because you decided not to give up. Isaiah 58:12 is coming alive through you. Your people will rebuild the ancient ruins and will raise up the age-old foundations. You will be called repairer of broken walls, restorer of streets with dwellings. You are a repairer. You are a rebuilder. You are a restorer. You do not just make profit. You create places where others can breathe again. Shout it loud. I repair what others walked away from. And watch this. I am now sending fresh fire into your vision. Things that felt delayed will suddenly pick up pace. The contracts, collaborations, and commissions are being accelerated. Not because of pressure, but because of posture. You've humbled yourself, and now I'm exalting the work of your hands. There is someone waiting on what you carry, a mother who needs the course you haven't launched, a student who needs the platform you've been building in silence, a city that needs the outreach you've sketched in your journal but never posted. Don't wait for all the pieces. Start with the first beam. The ark was built with obedience, not architecture. Speak this in faith. My obedience is the blueprint. 2025 will be the year people say, we don't know how it grew. It just happened. But you will know it wasn't luck. It was the Lord. It was years of unseen obedience, of choosing me over convenience, of deleting what didn't align, of leaving tables I didn't assign. All of that is converging now into a sound the world cannot ignore. Do not shrink. Do not play small. I made you to stand out because you've been set apart. Excellence is not pride. It's proof of your preparation. Stand tall in your calling. Design boldly. Speak clearly. Write fiercely. Post faithfully. Build daily. This is your divine assignment, not a side project. Galatians 1:15-16 reminds you, But when God, who set me apart from my mother's womb and called me by his grace, was pleased to reveal his Son in me, so that I might preach him among the Gentiles. You're not doing this on your own timeline. You're walking in the calendar of heaven. Say it with fire. I am building on heaven's schedule. There is no pressure to perform, only permission to release. You don't need to match someone else's speed. You only need to respond to my voice. And I will keep speaking. In your mornings, in your moments of stillness, in your inbox, through your team, through dreams, through confirmations and sermons you didn't even plan to hear. My voice is not fading. It's getting louder. If you feel this word burning inside, if it feels like fire in your bones, respond. Let heaven know you're in agreement. Like the message now. Speak faith. Type declarations. Shout my promises. Don't watch this as a viewer. Walk into it as a vessel. This isn't information. It's impartation. You are not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle in motion. You are not just preparing for revival. You are the revival. The way you love, the way you build, the way you intercede, the way you show up. It breaks something open in the spirit realm. The enemy hoped you'd disqualify yourself. But here you are, more focused, more fiery, more faithful than ever. You've been misunderstood because you weren't made to be understood by everyone. That burden in your chest? That vision that won't leave your spirit? That quiet urgency to move faster, to rise higher, to impact deeper? Wow. That's not pressure. That's prophecy waking up inside of you. You're not just called, you're being activated. Let this rise in you. The prophecy is me. I'm the evidence of the promise. You've been faithful when it didn't feel fruitful. And now, the fruit is about to explode, not in one area, but in all. In your finances, in your connections, in your health, in your clarity, in your capacity, in your credibility, in your courage. Everything that was capped is about to be multiplied because your roots have gone deep, and now your reach will go wide. Jeremiah 17:7-8 is your confirmation. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. They will be like a tree planted by the water. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. You're not withering. You're winning. You're not drying up. You're drawing from the source. You are not slowing down. You're shifting dimensions. Speak it out loud. I am rooted. I am rising. I am ready. You will no longer second guess what I put in you. You will no longer wait for the ideal moment. This is the moment. This is the hour. You've been anointed for now, for 2025, for these challenges, for this culture, for this economy. I've positioned you perfectly. There is no mismatch, no mistake, no missed exit. This is your burning bush moment, your Jordan crossing, your upper room. Everything behind you has prepared you for everything ahead. You are not just building to survive. You are building to shape cities, to disrupt darkness, to awaken faith, to provide hope. And every step is sacred. If you felt the fire in this word and you know this is your confirmation, then now is the time to respond in faith. This message was forged through deep intercession, prophetic alignment, and a united team, pouring hours into every sentence. If you feel led by the Spirit, Take a moment to support our ministry with super thanks of $111 to support the ministry. Your seed doesn't just sustain content, it multiplies God's voice across the earth. Your generosity becomes a megaphone for miracles. If this word found you, let your gratitude be loud. And if you feel a divine tug in your heart to act beyond just hearing, do it now. Like this video with bold faith. Every act of agreement accelerates what heaven has released. Don't hesitate. Don't wait for a perfect time. Respond with the rhythm of obedience. I am moving quickly, and those who move with me will not miss the overflow. I'm not just calling you to be successful, I'm calling you to be significant, to leave a mark, not a trend, but a trail of transformation. What you birthed this year will still be bearing fruit 10 years from now. What you launch in these months will outlive applause and survive algorithms, because it's not from culture, it's from covenant. Call it forth, this is covenant, this is kingdom, this is legacy. And it's not just for you, it's for your family, your children's children, your team, your city. There is no ceiling on what I can do through the surrendered. I've seen your surrender, and now I'm responding with supernatural strategies, instructions that cut through confusion, ideas that break barriers, downloads that unlock doors, favor that finds you even when you don't seek it. You will not be forgotten, you will not be left out. I will keep you in the center of my will. I will confirm my word again and again. You'll hear it in the mouths of strangers. You'll see it in the timing of breakthroughs. You'll sense it every time you pause to pray. You've carried much in silence, you've worked hard while no one clapped. You've fasted, wept, built, and obeyed without applause. But I was watching. I was with you in the early mornings when no one saw. I stood beside you in the moments when you questioned your worth. I whispered clarity when your mind was spinning. You are not unnoticed. You are not unworthy. You are my beloved builder, and I am rewarding what others overlooked. This is the season where faithfulness turns into fruitfulness, where stewardship turns into ownership. You didn't chase the quick success, and now I'm trusting you with long-term impact. You didn't compromise for popularity, and now I'm handing you prophetic authority. I can build on your surrender. I can fund your assignment. I can multiply your reach. I don't need perfect vessels, I need yielded ones. And you, dear one, have stayed yielded. That's why I've chosen you to rise fast, to rise strong, to rise without apology. You will not have to explain this favor. It will speak for itself. The same people who overlooked your value will be drawn to your victory, not because you changed your voice, but because you obeyed my volume. 1 Corinthians 15:58 marks you today. Therefore, my beloved brothers and sisters, be steadfast, immovable, always excelling in the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. You have labored in tears, in silence, in warfare. And now, the reward is near. I never forget a faithful builder. This is bigger than you. The videos you've been led to post, the messages I've told you to release, the notes in your phone, the outlines in your journals. They are more than ideas. They are seeds. And the harvest they'll produce is not only for you, it's for nations, for strangers, for future leaders who are watching your yes. for children whose lives will be different because of what you obeyed in private. Declare this now. I'm sowing for a generation I'll never meet. And yes, some won't understand the path I've placed you on. They'll question why you walked away from steady things, why you refused to conform, why you stayed in consecration when convenience called. But I will vindicate you. I will show them what I've built through your obedience. And when I do, you won't boast. You'll point. You'll say, "It was Jesus. Only Jesus." You won't need to network your way to favor. Favor will find your name because it's written on the winds. It's been placed on the tongues of the right people. Angels are aligning resources and reach. Doors are being opened with your name already on the access list. You don't need to force it. You need to stay faithful. Feel this, I don't need to push, I'm being positioned. Your content won't just trend, it will transform. Your products won't just sell, they will shift atmospheres. Your business won't just grow, it will be a gateway for glory. I'm not just blessing your efforts, I'm breathing on your essence. The very atmosphere you carry changes rooms. And because of that, you will walk into places not to fit in, but to flip the culture. You will lead with honor. You will serve with joy. You will innovate with purity. You will model what it means to be holy and excellent. You will shake up the industry with integrity. You will fund ministries. You will give to the widow. You will mentor without pride. You will succeed without selling your soul. Psalm 24:7-10 proclaims your entry. Lift up your heads, you gates, that the King of Glory may come in. You are a gate opener, a portal for the King's agenda. You open realms with your obedience, and wherever you go, I go with you. No plan of the enemy can outmaneuver the blueprint I've written over your life. So as this word lands in your spirit, I command you to rise, stand tall, breathe deeper, build stronger, walk straighter. The time for hesitation is over. The windows are open. The heavenlies are waiting. My voice has spoken. My strategy has landed. My confirmation is clear. And now as you step forward, pause. If this word has ignited you, then like this message as a witness. Let heaven see your agreement. Let your act of faith register in the realm where angels record. And now, share this message with at least 5 people you love. 5 people who are carrying a dream. 5 who need clarity. 5 who need a reminder that Jesus still speaks, still builds, and still backs those who believe. And finally, don't do this alone. I've not called you to walk isolated. Join the God's Messenger membership today and align with a remnant of radical believers who are walking in daily obedience, prophetic fire, and divine strategy. This is your tribe. This is your season. This is your rising. Let the world see what happens when a kingdom builder says yes.